Hello guys, in this video we are going to see what a famous frequently asked interview question in multi-threading. So we need to write a program using two threads and the program is to print a number from 1 to 100 and one thread should print only the odd numbers and the other thread should print only the even numbers. So this is the problem statement. So what I'm going to do is we need to create two threads. So I am creating the two threads and joining it. Okay, this is the first thing I'm doing. So I'm going to create two different functions for printing odd and printing even. So one will print only odd and the other will print only the even. So I have created two functions. So I'm going to have a shared resource. This will be getting printed. So this will be printed, and once it is printed I'm going to increment this, and I'm going to increment this. So this will want the shared resource is the shared variable is shared resource, so the data won't be consistent if I print like this because it is parallel running in two threads. So I am going to create new text and I'm going to lock it and unlock it whenever I'm using it. Okay, so similarly here also I'm locking and unlocking, but this will print randomly, but one thread should print only odd and the other thread should print only even. Okay, so one thing we can do is if shared mod 2 equals to 0, then I'm going to print this, or else I will leave it as it is. So this is for odd, so I'm not equal to 0, I'm putting the condition, and here also I'm giving the condition as if equals to 0. Okay, so this is proper one, so this will print odd and even. Okay, till which point it should print, that we have not added. So this will print 0 and this will print 1. Okay, but they will give a condition like we need to print till 100 like that. So I am writing this in while loop. I'm writing this in a while loop, and this is also while loop. So here I am checking if shared is greater than 100, then return. Here also I am giving the condition if shared is greater than 100, then return. So now it will print 1 to 100. Okay, so we need to check whether T1 is printing odd and T2 is printing even. Okay, so I'm adding like T1 T2 here. Okay, Yeah, so see T1, T2, T1, T2, T1, T2, T1, T2, T1, T2, T1, T2, T1. So T1 is responsible for printing only odd numbers, and T2 is responsible for printing only even numbers. Okay, so this is about printing uh, numbers from 0 to n or 1 to n. If we initialize this with 1, then it will print from 1 to n. So this is about printing. And if you see here, sometimes a deadlock will happen here. Okay, so what is the deadlock is? So here, like thread T1 is getting executed in CPU, and this is while loop. So T2 is getting some time to execute in the processor. But what if there is no guarantee that T1 will, like there is no guarantee that T1 and T2 will run at the same time. Here it is running in same time, so we are getting both the output. But what if T1 is running, and once it is printed, and it will increment the share to 1, and it will lock the thread, and it will check whether it is 0 or not. It won't be, it will be 0. So again it will be running in the same loop. So that is a waste of time, right? So what we can do is we can introduce a condition variable. So we can introduce a condition variable here, and inside this, instead of m.log, we can use you should use unique log, because condition variable will accept only the unique log. So here cv dot weight of unique log, comma, here I am going to write some lambda. Here I am going to return shad to not equals to 0. So here I am going to remove the m.log. So I have to use the unique log before using the shard resource, and I am waiting here. If it is satisfied, means it will print it, and once it is printed, it is incremented. I need to unlock this unique log, and I need to notify the other thread. Okay, so here we are having only one thread, so I'm going to use notify one. So this print even also I need to have the same thing, but only thing is this condition will differ. That is the only thing I need to change here. So I'm going to change this to equal to 0. Here also I don't need to have a condition, I can remove this. So here also I don't need condition. So here also I need to unlock the unique lock, and I need to notify it. Okay, so let's see what is the output we are getting here. There is some syntax error. I missed the semicolon. So I'm going to run this now. So here also we are getting the same output, but in previous program both the thread will run and there will be waste of time will happening, but here one thread will wait, will go to sleep if it is the odd, the thread which is printing odd will sleep if the shared is even, and even will sleep if the shared resource is odd. So this is more efficient than the before program. So here we are writing two functions. Instead of it, we can write this in single function itself. If you see the in both the functions, the only change is not equal to equal to. So that's the only change we are having. Otherwise, the both the code are same. So what we can do is here this is equal to, instead of checking not equal to 0, we can check equals to 1. Okay, so 1 means it is odd. Okay, so print number, and this will print odd, and I'm going to change it to a single function like print number. Okay, and I'm going to get the this number 0 or 1 as parameter, even or odd. Okay, so here I'm going to change even or odd. That's it. So here I'm going to remove this function. This function is not needed. Okay, I have removed this function. In the same function I'm going to, this is responsible for printing only the odd number, and this t2 is responsible for printing only the even number. So here to check validate that, I'm going to print the thread id. Thread id is this thread of get id. Okay, so shared. Okay, so I'm going to run this now. Oh, this, okay, I need to this lambda, inside lambda this lambda even won't be usable, so I'm passing inside this, inside this capture class. So here also I'm getting some error. Yeah, I have missed some, there are some syntax error, that's why. Okay, see, so this even is printed using 64, no, thread id 64, and odd numbers are printed using 120 thread, like thread id with 20. So if you see, it is printing in sequence 0 to 100. Okay, so this is more obvious because we are using only single function. So that's it, guys. I hope you have understood the problem statement and the solution. In uh, initially how we have done is without using condition variable we have done, but without, if we don't use condition variable, it won't be uh, like efficient program, and there can be a chance of getting risk like deadlock. It's not deadlock, uh, thread starvation may happen. Then to make it more efficient, we have used the condition variable. So after using condition variable, one thread will wait if the shared resource is odd. So even the thread which is printing even will wait if shared resource is odd, and thread which is printing odd will wait if shared resource is even. Then we have optimized to single function. when you have passed this parameter. So that's it, guys. Thank you.